Well, severe weather has been an issue in recent months, and it is at our doorstep once again, much of it seemingly out of the ordinary for this time of year. So is El Nino to blame? WCBI's Tom Eble went looking for some answers.
El Nino. Everyone has heard about it, but what does it actually mean? El Nino is a Spanish phrase that means little boy, but what does it mean in the weather world? According to NOAA, it refers to the large-scale ocean-atmosphere climate interaction linked to the warming of the eastern Pacific waters. It is a gradual process usually spanning over at least 2 years, its effects peaking from December to March. In December, it can lead to an increased tornado activity in the southern states including Texas, owing to a strong subtropical jet stream helping to bring in warm, moist, unstable air. In California, persistent rains can be tied to, but not directly caused by strong El Nino conditions as well. Prolific mudslides and flash flooding have been reported. Hurricane season in the Atlantic usually is below average during a strong El Nino, but is hyperactive in the Pacific. In fact, the strongest hurricane ever recorded in terms of wind speed, Hurricane Patricia, occurred in the warmer eastern Pacific waters. But what does El Nino mean for Mississippi in the winter? WCBI meteorologist Isaac Williams explains.
Not only does it have Mississippi impacts, but the impacts nationwide are seen as well. Abnormally warm conditions across the northern plains and cool and wet conditions for the Gulf Coast region. And as we saw last winter, we sometimes have the opportunity to see some snow. Now, will we see that for the rest of this winter? Yes, the possibility is there, but we have to get just the right conditions. This is the subtropical jet stream that you saw on the graphic before, and as we go through the rest of the winter, we're going to get temporary dips in the polar jet stream, and that's going to bring colder air from Canada down to the south. And if we can get a surface low pressure to kind of ride along the Gulf Coast region, that is one of the more favorable setups for us to get heavy snow here in North Mississippi this winter.
The 2015-2016 El Nino phase is one of the strongest on record, dating back at least 60 years. In Columbus, Tom Eble, WCBI News.
All right, Tom, thanks so much for that information. In other news today,